not centrifugal, but centripetal force by Chase Hunsaker. There's no such thing as centrifugal force. Instead, what you're experiencing is centripetal force acting on your body. Centrifugal force is actually an inertial force, almost kind of like a fake myth force. The myth exists because if you look at a rotating frame from a stationary position and see an object falling from the center to the outside, it looks like it follows a straight path if you're looking at it from the outside, when in reality it doesn't actually follow a straight path relative to the rotating object. And relative just means from its perspective, like how your left and right is different from someone facing a different direction. So, what is the history? So, centrifugal force, the term was first coined in 1659 by Christian Huygens, and almost 24, a bit over 24 years later, Sir Isaac Newton figured out that centripetal force was actually at play here in 1684. So what exactly is centripetal force? So Fc, centripetal force, equals mass times velocity squared divided by radius. And so what does that mean? So centripetal force is equivalent to the mass of the object moving around the perimeter of a circle times the velocity of that object, all divided by the radius of the circle that the object is traveling around. So that is just the distance. So radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the object. So what is this in practicality? What does this mean for me? So centripetal force is the force that keeps an object moving in a circle. You'll see this in a moment, but Sir Isaac Newton's first law states that an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. And so that means, say you're in the driver's seat of a car. Your body, when you're turning, wants to go in a straight path. But centripetal force is actually what keeps you going in a circle and keeps you from flying out the windshield of your car. So what does this look like? So here I have a video. This is just a magnet strapped underneath the car. And so imagine you're doing donuts in a parking lot or something. And I have a picture here with the vectors drawn in. So imagine you are sitting in the driver's seat. So you're right here. This red arrow represents where your body wants to go. So because of Newton's first law, your body wants to go straight forward, out the windshield, through the engine, and everything. But you want to turn your car, or you want to turn with your car, since you're the driver of it. And so this gray arrow is supposed to be circular motion, but it represents where you want to go. This green arrow represents centripetal force. This is what counteracts this red arrow to make sure that you turn. So I said earlier that centripetal force is a net force, and so it's made up of different things. So what can it be made up of? So in this case, it would be made up of friction, because once again, imagine you're in that driver's seat and your car is turning. Your body wants to go forward, but stuff is stopping you. Stuff like your seatbelt. If your seatbelt locks in your car when you turn, some do, it'll hold you from going forward, and you'll feel it. Also, in your seat, you can feel your body kind of moving in your seat usually. And as well, if you're touching the sides, in the steering wheel even, since you should be holding it. Those are all keeping you inside the car, and those all add up to a centripetal force. So what other examples are there? So one other example is, imagine you're just running in a circle on whatever surface. It doesn't matter. You try it right now, and just think about how, and notice how you have to kind of plant your foot on the outside whenever you want to turn, because your body would keep going forward unless you pushed off harder with your outside foot to keep pushing you in towards the circle. And you might also notice you kind of lean into it if you go kind of fast. And this is also another way of turning, and this is also would add up to the total centripetal force. So we've established that centrifugal force does not exist, and it is centripetal force. And that centripetal force is just all of the forces that keep you moving towards the center of a circle, that keep you moving in a circle, added up. So here's my bibliography, and thank you.